Okay, welcome once again to the Flutter series. Today we'll be looking at routing. Okay. So when we talk about routing, what do we mean? So I know you've wondered all along, as okay, everything we've been doing is on the same page. We can't go to another page and all that. Yeah. So this is what it's all about. So route simply means navigating through different screens of your app. Okay, and so with that, I'll show you, or we'll go over basic routing with this practice app that we have. Okay, so how are you even going to do that? So let's see. So we have the we have the list here. Okay, so how we are going to do is that we are going to minimize, refactor this to make it smaller, or to show something partial view of this code, and then when you tap on it, it should take you to the page where you can see the full code. Okay, so we are going to do something like this. We already have the year, which is this, and then the code, which is this. So here's what we are going to do. We are going to use max lines. That means the maximum number of lines to display. Okay, we are going to set it to 2. Okay, this one has 2, so we are going to set it to 1, and then let's save and see. So we have something like this. Okay, so that when you tap on it, it takes you to the next page. Now we don't want it like this, so we can go ahead and say that overflow, and then say text overflow dot ellipsis, so that you can get this 3 dots here to show us that there's more text in there. Okay, so this is the changes we've done to this. Now what we can do here is that when you tap on this, it will take you to the next page. So right now we can wrap this widget into another widget, like an inkwell or a gesture detector. I prefer inkwell, so I just you just select this, and then you see this refactor, this light bulb thing there, and then they say wrap with widget. It's the same. The shortcut is control full stop on the widget, so control and then full stop, and then it gives you the same option. So widgets, and then I change this to inkwell, so I will give it an on tap, and then give it an anonymous function over here. So this is where we are going to build this. Okay, but before we can go to that screen, we need to build that screen itself. So we are going to create a new file here, that is here, and I'll see code screen that. So I'm going to quickly build out to the screen. I don't know what I'm doing, but then stateless code screen. So scaffold. So we are going to have an app bar, and this app bar we get a title of text which says code go, and we come down outside the app bar, we go to body. So the body, we are going to get a column. So this column will have a children of what text and the data is going to be okay. Fine, we are going to use placeholders there. So some code something. Okay, I'm just using this to represent the code. I'll put a size box here. I give it a height of 60, and then I'll put a text here, and I'll say some author. Okay, and then we can wrap this inside the center widget. We can try that here. So we have the code screen. Okay, we are not going to get the exact code, but I mean we are working towards that. So so to go there, we use the navigator for routing. So we have navigator. Now, so to go there, we have this basic route basic methods that we can call, and I'm going to explain just 2 of the ones you are going to need. Okay, we'll look at the rest later. So we have the pop. Okay, pop simply means delete or remove. So the pop the topmost route of the navigator that most tightly encloses the given widget. So it simply means close that screen or just remove that screen from the stack. And then we have the push. It means add another screen or add this particular screen to the current stack of screens. Okay, so here is the thing. With Flutter, when you are, let me just use this comment. Sorry. When you add screens, okay, so let's say this is home screen, or let me just say this is login screen, home screen, and then quote list screen. Okay, so when you open your app, okay, and then this thing draws this, no, not this one, and then this thing draws this material app draws. Okay, so it's going to, that's going to be the first widget it's going to build, and then it's going to have this home page as the home. Okay, so that's going to be the first thing. Now when it is laid out like that, what happens is that screen is there. Let's just take books, okay, that are placed on the table. So is the first book you place on the table. Now if you go to another screen by using the push method, what happens is that screen is added on top of the previous screen. So you have, this becomes, I mean this is not true, like this is not real, I'm using this as an example. So let's say you open your app, you see the login screen, you log in, and then your home screen shows. So it powers it up, it stacks it. The login screen is down, the home screen comes on top. If you go to the quote list screen, the quote list comes on top. So if you add something like you tap on the quote to open a new page, you see that quote screen also is pushed onto the list. Okay, so it's like just putting books on top of each other. You can, the only way to remove them, I mean safely, is to remove them in the reverse order. Okay, the first one goes last, the last one goes first. Okay, first in, last out, yeah, or last in, first out, whatever. That is stacks, data structures. So if you put this one in first, this will be the last to come, because if you call pop, it will just remove the screen, the current screen on top. If you call pop again, it will remove the current screen on top, it will pop to the last screen. Okay, and if you pop the last screen, that means you are exiting your app. I mean, but that's not the right way to do it though. Okay, So if right now we tap on this to open a new screen, then that screen is going to be pushed on top of this one. Okay, it takes memory, but we are going to look at effective ways to do that later on. So if you understand the context or what I'm trying to do, I think we should go ahead and do it. So I am going to select this ones, and then this navigator is what helps us in navigating or browsing through screens. Okay, so first we are going to look at push. So push, it takes a build context. Okay, and then the route. Okay, we don't know the route, so here what we use is material page route. Okay, so construct a material page route whose contents are defined by a builder. Okay, to use material page route, the material page route also takes a builder, and then the builder has, it takes what context, right? That's a build context. Okay, and it returns. So here you can just do this and then say return, and that particular screen you want to show. So I made a screen called code screen to return code screen. Okay, so this is that. You can you have created a route. So this is the navigated or push, and this is the screen you are pushing onto. So the screen is a child of or is built by the material page route, and this code screen is built by the material page route. It looks a bit long, but as you practice more, you are going to get it. So now when I tap on this, it opens what I just did here on the code screen. That is the title, which is the code, and then the text, code something something, and then some author. Okay, now we have this thing here which will automatically take us back. We don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to just put a button there. So let me just duplicate this, and then and then I'll put a filled button, and I'll say the child should be a text which says go back. Okay, go back. So this is going to close the current screen, right? So here we can use the same thing like navigator dot, here we say pop, and then we supply the context. So navigator dot pop context. So pop simply means pops move. It removes this page from the list of pages that has been added. So let's see what happens. So I tap on this, we go back. Okay, so we can do this, go back, and you see it is still there, nothing has changed. Let's see, I'm on the last page or the last item, which is Confucius. I tap on it and then I come back, I'm still on Confucius. If I move up and I tap on Steve Jobs and I come back, it's still here. That means this screen is still open, okay, but it's not active until we close the one on top. Okay, so basically that is about routes, basic routing. So going to the page and then back. There are other ways and more efficient ways to do this, but we look at it as we progress along. All right, see you in the next lesson.